everyone, Tina here. I hope your day's going wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining me. I have a fun floral project to share with you today. It's going to be like a warm one because we're going to bring in a plaid stamp set for our background. But we're using the hanging leaf ring die set from Simon. This is part of their Simon Says Stamp DieCember release. It's pretty fabulous. Let me show you what it looks like. You have the ring, and then you have the flowers, all different sizes here. And then you also have the foliage. There's 3 different leaf foliages that you can use. And you also get a magnet to put it all on, which is really nice. Some of Simon's dies will have a magnet. I love that for storage. So we'll be using this on our card. I'll just leave those out. For my greeting, we're going to use an oldie but goodie die from Simon. This is the Bold Hello. This is not part of the DieCember release, but this is the Simon Says Stamps Easy Strips, the Pop That Cork Easy Strips. Great for celebrations, but there's some sentiments in here too that are great outside of celebrating, like Happy Day, Way to Go, You're Amazing. I created a card with the You're Amazing. The special thing about these is there is a die that will cut them out beautifully, and I'm pretty sure Simon will come out with more of the easy strip, or if they may have some already, I'm just not sure, but they'll come out with more of these. This is the reverse. Usually they'll have 2 sets. Okay, they'll have a reverse set and then the regular set. The regular set's white, reverse set's black. And you see the die? This just makes life easy. That's what this does. This is great for just creating sentiment strips on its own too. Cut out these, and then whenever you need to stamp a greeting that's a block letter, pull one of these strips out. It's really helpful. But you see how it just lines up? And it die cuts beautifully into all these strips. I already did one. So we have lots of instant greetings, which are so nice. Actually, I really like Break Out the Bubbly. It's cute. So we're going to be using this on our card today too. Let's jump in and start by doing some die cutting. I want a little bit of dimension to this ring, so I'm going to die cut this out 3 times with white cardstock. Let me grab a pile, and then I'm going for some white flowers today, so I have my flowers we're going to die cut out. I'll just die cut this out 2 times, and then for my leaves I'm going to bring in some green cardstock. We'll cut this out a couple times. I'll do that, and then I will be right back. Okay, I have everything die cut out. I die cut out 3 rings. We're going to layer them all together. While I was at it, I also die cut out my hello. I used black cardstock and I stacked 3 together. So we have a little bit of dimension here. For my greeting, I'm also going to add Happy Day. So I took one of those easy strips from the Pop That Cork. Okay, let's go ahead and layer all 3 of these together. Just going to add a thin bead of glue. Doesn't give me very much dimension, but it gives me some stability. So 3, maybe if you wanted extra dimension, maybe stack 3 more together. But this is going to work great for what I'm going to go for today. Now I have my greenery. What we're going to do is ink blend a little bit of color on here. I'm going to bring in my olive ink, and we'll do a little bit of coloring here. Now these are all done. Now rather than arrange everything on here and putting on my card base, I'm going to glue this to my card and then arrange around it. To me, that's just easier. So these are going to go to the side, and then next I'm going to bring in some Neenah Desert Storm craft cardstock. I have 2 pieces because we're going to create a double background with it. I'm going to be using some background stamps from Simon. We have the soft plaid background. Probably one of my favorites, especially for fall and sweater weather season. And then I'm also going to bring in the friendship text background. Okay, so first let's create a plaid background. I'm going to use my Memento ink, and we're just going to ink this up. Okay, give this a good press. there is my background. This would make a great, this is one of those backgrounds with the black and the craft cardstock that make a good masculine card. That's a great color combination. Okay, I'll add another panel, and I just have double-sided tape in here. This actually helps keep my mouse pad helps keep it put in here, and I'm going to take advantage of that double-sided tape. We'll add this, and then for this one I'm going to go with a watermark ink. I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Okay, I think that's going to work. Give it another good press, and we have a background. Maybe we should add clear. Let's use some clear and emboss this with clear embossing powder. That's always nice to do. And I just realized I didn't treat my paper with my anti-static powder tool. So let's see what it does. And then I'll melt this. Okay, we got a little fingerprint here, and I missed a spot up here. No worries, because we're going to trim that away. I'll just bring in my paper trimmer, and we're going to trim at 3 inches. And we'll go 4 1/4. And my mistakes instantly disappeared. Okay, and you can always save these too. You can save those. Now I'm going to take my panel. I'm going to pop this up with some foam tape. Place this on here, and then I'm going to place this on my card base. And that is my background. Okay, now we're going to arrange. Now before we add our ring, I'm going to put some thread through here. So let's bring in some white twine. The one that I'm using is from Lawn Fawn. This is probably my favorite, my new favorite. So I will trim down. And instead of looping it through the top here, I looped it through the bottom, because this way you can kind of see that loop. I will just tie a bow here. And I just realized that I have some plaid on my hand. That is our occupational hazard. Okay, so that is this. We will trim this a little bit. And I'll flip this over, and now I'm going to add some glue behind here. And then we're going to add all of our leaves by adding some glue here. Let me bring in my little glue press. You know, I get a lot of questions about my glue press. This is the Misty glue press. It comes with a little holder, and I've been loving it. It has a little trigger mechanism. This little, oops, let me show you. This little thing pops out. You can refill it, and it holds Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. You can refill it. I have a big refill bottle that I use to refill it. You can see the size difference, but I've been loving it. Nice little glue, a little glue holder. May take a little bit longer to adhere because of the embossed background, but so that's my greenery. I think that looks really pretty as it is. Now I'm going to take my flowers. We're going to bring in some small foam squares, and we're going to pop these up, at least on the larger ones. The smaller ones are going to be a little bit harder to pop up. Now I have a couple leaves left over, We're going to wait because we're going to add our sentiment to add these. I'm just going to add some glue behind here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my happy day, but I did put foam tape behind here. We'll add our happy day. Now for finishing touches, I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm going to be using some Ranger liquid pearls. I'm not sure what color this is, but it's just like a oyster pearl. And I'm going to add some flower centers with my liquid pearls today. Since we have all different sizes, this is just going to work out perfect. Liquid pearls are very dimensional, so I'm going to give it a little bit of, see how dimensional they are? I'm going to give it a little tap. Hopefully it'll flatten a little bit. Wonderful, and that's my card today. Today we used a new DieCember item over at Simon Says Stamp, a couple of new ones. We have the Easy Strips die along with the Pop That Cork Easy Strips. So those are new, part of the DieCember release. Then we also have the beautiful hanging leaf ring. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.